Alright, I decided to make this video to cover something I think might be coming in a later update. We know we'll get up to like tier 5 creatures and gear eventually, that's what they've said. We've seen the roadmaps and stuff. So I've been trying to guess what other things we're going to see besides like different ants and stuff like that. But I think what people are passing on is the clues here. This is the spider anthill. Specifically on the map, this is the north entrance. Because you also have the spider den down here, the south entrance, but this is specifically the north entrance. If you go down in here, by the way, devs, if you're watching this, bring back the one tap to open my torch. I kind of missed that. But you go down in here, make your way. The thing is, like, you get egg sacs and stuff, but there's like no other enemies down here, which is very interesting. You get wrapped up ants and dead orb weavers, which that's the thing. It's like, I didn't kill these because, like, otherwise the bodies would have gone away by now. Or if I did, it's been so long since I've been down here. But anyway. But then you get this. It's the red ant queen. Might be the fire ant queen, but I think it's the red ant queen. Because these look like red ants. But yeah, you get all these that are webbed up, right? But no other enemies down here, but a bunch of dead orb weavers and stuff like that. Which is very interesting. And then we make our way. And obviously this is like the egg chamber, so it's almost like this just happened. Because you can still get eggs down here, even though there's technically no queen or nothing else ant-wise down here. And if we make our way over to the other entrance, which by the way, it's a good place for mining materials because they come back now. There's a ton in that room. That's a little aside. But yeah, go through the memorial box, and we'll go out the south entrance. Just easier than trying to navigate. Also, snail shells on the walls. But go back once again, like just a bunch of webbing and web sacks, which you open it, spiderlings and all that normal stuff. But once again, not actual enemies down here. And come up here, you get more wrapped up stuff. Ants, stink bugs, which we saw with like the broodmother, right? The broodmother had a bunch of like bigger bugs wrapped up, but they said we're not getting any returning bosses, so it does return. But the other thing here is we also get like a wrapped up orb weaver here, which is very interesting, and I think other places you can see some wrapped up spiders as well. I'm wondering, because I was thinking about it, because people have been complaining about not being able to build on like dirt rocks, right? I'm wondering if this is actually a precursor to one of the new spiders we'll get, which are trapdoor spiders, right? They live down in tunnels, webbed up tunnels, and trapdoors, and they ambush you. So what if like the reason people couldn't build on certain dirt clods was because they were actually supposed to be like antweaver stuff, or they're supposed to be placeholders for the trapdoor stuff, but we just don't have that yet. But obviously the rest of the stuff wasn't built in yet, so they just wouldn't let us build on it. But I don't know, that could be completely wrong, but this was always kind of weird to me, and I didn't really see anybody talking about it. Just the fact that like there's like nothing down here besides like a badge off a dead body, but just like a bunch of dead bugs that we didn't kill. They were dead when we got down here. And you got other stuff down here, but like all the webbing and everything around, and like especially like because that's the thing, is like the ant queens were in the other game, but they weren't like killed or anything. They were just there. But it's not like the orb weavers or anybody like there's the one dead body I always forgot about. but it's not like the orb weavers ever attacked the ant queen there. So to see the ant queen like webbed up like this is very interesting. And also something else, I don't dig into the files. I don't know how to do that. But it's also weird to me that there's just not a single, like, any kind of voice lines for this area. Because it seems like a very weird anthill. Like, no mention of, oh, these spiders took over this anthill. Or, especially when you see, like, the ant queen, like, oh, no, the ant queen. Because, I mean, the ant queen was technically canon in the other system. So why wouldn't they at least, like, mention, like, what could have done this? So I wonder if that's because the rest of the stuff hasn't been put in yet. So that's just my speculation. I'm heading over somewhere else too, and I'll show you on the map when I get there. But I was just kind of roaming around on the orb weaver buggy, which, you know, is too big to go inside of tunnels and stuff like that, so it makes you get off and basically says, oh, it can't fit down here, or like one of those kind of lines. I don't have time for you, sir. But anyway, I was just kind of roaming around and it just randomly stopped me in this spot over here. And basically like told me I couldn't take the buggy anywhere, but there was no... Actually, let me go ahead and switch buggies.
Farewell, my friend.
While I'm heading over. Oh, of course. Scorpions are everywhere, man.
Could I get a ride?
Where's... There you are.
Way less scary.
I want to actually see if it happens again, because I just noted it last night, but go around. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Also, something else no one's really talking about that I really love is just running around on this, just being able to run into enemies and damage them, and even better, like with aphids and
Easy does it.
weevils, just kind of like popping them and then just grabbing them. Just makes it for easy food on the go, as it were. So let's see if it does it again.
This is not a good place to bring a bug.
See, it pops you off your buggy like you're going down a anthill or a tunnel, but there's nothing here, right? It's just a big open space, but it makes you get off your buggy, and I can mount again, and then yeah, it's right here. It's forcing me off like there's supposed to be something here. So I'm wondering, I'm definitely going to keep this marker up. But I'm wondering if there's something here too, right? Like, could this be like a tunnel to like maybe a boss fight with like funnels or trapdoor spiders? I don't know. Just something to think about. I just want to make this video talking about that. I guess let me know what you guys think in the comments. Like and subscribe. I'm gonna try and put out more content. I have a couple VODs, but my actual videos are shortcoming just because it's very hard for me to have time to edit things. And unfortunately, all of my grounded progress up to pretty much this point got corrupted, so I don't have any of this. But if you want like more grounded videos, let me know. But this is just stuff I kind of came across and didn't really see anybody talking about, so I just wanted to start a conversation. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll talk to you later. Thanks. Bye.